What if Guilliman never returned to save the Imperium, but to destroy it? In today's video, I'm going to be kitbashing up a Tzeentchian Guilliman Demon Prince. Hey everyone, Jam here and welcome to Bash and Brush. Now let's just get straight into it. And the first thing I had to consider was, if Guilliman fell to Chaos, which Chaos God would he fall to? Now I think it'll be either Unaligned or Tzeentch. And because Tzeentch has got a much stronger aesthetic vibe to it, I went for that, and plus his armor is actually weirdly chaosy and Tzeentchy already, so there's not much I need to do with this. The only thing I rarely do is I use my hobby knife to slice off and clean up any overtly Imperium kind of symbols and stuff like that, like the Aquilla, and also sliced off the purity seals, but keeping the little wax stamp because later we'll still kind of use those. And once I did carve off all the bits that I wanted to, I went in with my thin plastic glue and just run it along those areas just to blend and smooth out the plastic. Now a sort of running theme with this whole kitbash was, I didn't really have a plan. I was just kind of figuring it out as I went along. And one of those things was replacing his feet. I wasn't really sure if I should do it or not, but I just went ahead. So I used my hobby saw just to cut off his little boots. And then I had to come in with my hobby knife just to kind of carve it out and get a nice shape going. And once that was done, I got the little bird looking feet from the Demon Prince kit. And I did a bit of dry fitting here and there using blue tack to see how he fits onto the base. And then I just glued those feet on. Now there will be some gaps, but I'll be coming in later with some green stuff. But one thing I did need to do was, with these giant demon bird feet, they're a lot wider than Guilliman's standard feet, so I had to get some plastic card out and just glue it onto the base as some like extra rubble or whatever, just to give him a bit more space to stand on. Now once he was glued down, it was time to move on to the arms. Now with his giant power fist arm, I knew that I wanted to flip his hand in the other direction, and I wanted him originally to maybe be holding a flaming book or something, but we'll get back to that in a minute. But I used my hobby saw again just to saw that arm in half. Now as for his other arm, to be honest, a flaming sword is pretty Tzeentchy already, so I could have just left it, but I wanted to make him a bit more distinct, a bit more chaosy. And as you can see here, I had a couple of different staffs I could use. I even bought this sword from Magnus the Red, and it was way bigger than I thought, so it was kind of a waste of money there. I mean, that flaming sword's literally like double the size of Guilliman, so that would have never worked. But I decided to go for this scythe looking staff, which comes from the old Sleeves to Darkness sorcerer, I believe. But I didn't want the scythe bit, so I just sliced that off and cleaned it up with my hobby knife. And I did the same thing for the forearm bit, but just still keeping the clawed hand. And there you have it, it's all glued on there. Later I'll be adding a bit more trinkets to it, but I think so far he's looking pretty chaosy. Now back to the power fist arm. Like I said, I'm going to be a bit all over the place with this video. But yeah, as you can see, I originally wanted to do a floating flaming book, but I did have that Magnus sword with the flaming orbs on it that are just lying around now, so I used my hobby knife again to gently and carefully saw out one of those flaming orbs that I then will just glue into his hand, so he's just summoning this giant flaming ball, giving him more that kind of Tzeentchy magic wizard vibe. And then, going back to the staff, I found these chaos runey kind of dangly scroll things, I guess, and I just sliced them off this and glued them onto the staff. Just again, bulk it out, give it a bit more of like a wizardy chaos vibe to it. Now, I didn't want to go too overly mutated and chaosy, because that's not usually the vibe I like. But with Tzeentch, mutations and stuff like that is kind of a big deal, like extra arms, lots of eyeballs. So I wanted to add a third arm onto Guilliman here, and I got this one from the old Gene Sealer kit, and I just sliced some bits of it till it fit into the position that I wanted, and I glued it down so it looks like he's holding onto the bottom half of the staff. Now I did gently bend the fingers a little bit just so it kind of wrapped around the staff, but yeah, that was a pretty quick and simple one, and I think it worked quite well. and saying I don't want to make him overly mutated, and then my next step is going to be gluing wings to this guy. So I just sliced off any sort of details on the back of this dude where his backpack would have gone before, and I had 4 wings left from the Drukhari Scourges, and I just started gluing them onto the back. Now I went for 4 because these wings are slightly small and 2 would have just looked a bit strange, but I also think 4 just gives it a really cool silhouette as well. Now before those wings dried, I wanted to get this giant cape thing into place. Now again, I think this is from the Slaves to Darkness Sorcerer kit, not 100% sure on that one, but I really like this for multiple reasons. 1, it's got chaos symbology on it. 2, it's a cape, so it just makes him look more demon princey. And 3, just the kind of shape of it has kind of like that bird tail vibe to it, so again kind of enforcing that bird theme. And another thing I stole from the Demon Prince kit was this Tzeentchian symbol, and with a bit of slicing here and there I managed to get it to fit onto his giant birdie pauldron, and I accidentally messed a bit too much glue on this thing, so it's a little bit messy, but at least it gives him a bit more of that chaos alignment. But as you can see here, I personally think this guy's coming along pretty well, especially considering I had no real plan and I'm just kind of winging it. It's turning out better than I thought. And one quick little detail I did was I glued on a chaos star onto his belt buckle. Now unfortunately I couldn't find a Tzeentch brass symbol, but this will do. And remember guys, if you'd like to support these videos and to help me keep my bits box full, then check out the links in the description, memberships and all that good stuff. But now onto one of the parts I was a bit nervous about, and that's adding eyeballs to this guy. So I used my hobby knife to kind of make a pilot hole, and then I used my little drill bit here just to drill holes out where later I'll be gluing in some 1mm ball bearings to make the eyeballs obviously. Now this is the first time I've ever done anything like this. I should have maybe gone for slightly bigger ball bearings, maybe like a 2-3mm, but hey, lesson learned there. But a little trick that one of the viewers in an older video of mine commented was use a bit of blue tack on the end of like a paintbrush or something to pick up the ball bearings to glue them in, because previous videos I would just use a tweezers and they would shoot all over the place. So this actually worked a treat. And yeah, I just started making holes and gluing eyeballs in randomly across this miniature. But now for Guilliman's head. I did have some more Tzeentch chaosy looking head options, the Demon Prince head, but I thought to make sure this guy really looks like Guilliman, I needed to use his face. And I still wanted to keep that kind of Ultramarine Guilliman vibe with the laurels and all that kind of stuff, because I don't think he would lose that because it's a massive part of who he is. So I decided to just give him a third eye in the middle of his forehead, which was a bit nerve-wracking because obviously if I messed this up, I didn't have a spare. But in the end I thought it turned out alright. But now it was on to green stuffing eyelids to these eyeballs. So I just rolled out very small thin green stuff sausages I guess, and just using my silicone shapers I kind of smoothed it out, blended it into the armor, hoping that it kind of looked like I said, eyelids. Again, first time ever doing anything like this. And as you can see here, once the green stuff was down and around those ball bearings, it really started to come together. But while I had the green stuff out, it was time to fill some of those gaps in the feet. And again, I just used my silicone shape here just to squeeze the green stuff in, shape it around the feet, and it was a pretty easy job. And then the final green stuff thing I wanted to do was adding feathers to where the purity seals used to be. So they're going to be attached to those wax seals. Now I just roll my green stuff out quite thin, cut out a very rough feathery shape, add some indentations and feathery bits with my hobby knife, and I just slap them into place because to be honest the painting is going to add most of the texture to this later. And I just realized I just lied because there was one more thing I needed to do with green stuff, another thing that I've never done before, and that's green stuff flames. Now for the flaming orb on his hand, obviously because the way I cut it out and everything, it looked a bit blocky and unnatural, so I wanted to add some green stuff flames just to kind of blend it into his hand a bit more. So again I just rolled out a long thin bit of green stuff, making sure it's even thinner and tapered to one end, and I just try to blend it out and bend it into the same movement and flow as the rest of the flames. Now I just added 2 of those little bits, and to be perfectly honest, it actually turned out a lot better than I thought. Again, it was another one of those things I wasn't very sure about. So yeah, flames are definitely something I should do more in the future. Maybe a Legion of the Damned. And with that, Chaos Guilliman is done. Always love looking at this stage where everything's completed and just before the primer and everything's on. But let's get on to the painted up reveal. And there you have him, ladies and gents, in all his Tzeentchian glory. Now this was a very quick paint job I stuck on this guy just to get the video out, so don't judge me there please. Now to be honest, I was quite nervous about this one because 1, you're kitbashing a Primarch, so you kind of have to do a decent job, and also I wasn't really sure what to do, but I think it turned out alright. But of course, let me know in the comments below if you think he turned out alright. Does he look like he is a Tzeentch Daemon Prince? And if you did like it, let me know as well in the comments if I should maybe do a Chaos Lion, because I think that could be a very fun project as well. But as always guys, check out the description for the links in order to support the channel, especially with this video. It's quite a lot of expensive bits for it, so all that support really helps the channel keep going. And if you liked the video, you know what to do: like, share, subscribe, the usual YouTubey stuff. But until the next one guys, bye bye.